BTC relying on customer feedback in 2018. Tornado touching down in Abaco. And Santa's helpers getting some assistance.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news tonight, telecommunications giant, the Bahamas Telecommunication Company, BTC, admitting that 2017 was a challenging year. Officials say they hope to turn the situation around as they plan to focus on consumer feedback in the year ahead.
Tis the season to be jolly and to give back. BTC doing just that Monday afternoon at a Christmas corporate mixer. The company thanking their commercial customers for their continued support over the past year. Chief Commercial Officer Andre Knowles.
It's always important for BTC to recognize our customers, let them know that we really appreciate their business, and also keeping them informed about what we're doing in the future for them. We do realize that there are alternatives, so this is just an appreciation for them to come out and show them that we love their business, and to give them a hint at what's coming in the future from BTC for them.
Knowles is new to the BTC team but comes with a wealth of experience and a strong commitment to BTC customers. He says the company realizes that there were issues with the service delivery in the past, but he is assuring customers that service will be improved going forward.
We have started internally looking at all of our processes to make sure that we try and engage our customer base a whole lot more. So we've added new resources, we've updated some of our system resources internally, and it's all about customer engagement. And we're reaching out to our customers a whole lot more. We're trying to fix a lot of the processes that were not necessarily working optimally. We look forward to working, especially with the Grand Bahama customers. They are, certainly it seems like they're in dire need over here in Grand Bahama. But it's something that we're committed to.
Knowles also encouraged customers to extend feedback, both positive and negative. At the end of the Q1 of 2018, he says the goal is to have more positive than negative, especially when it comes to service delivery.
That's the first and foremost thing that we're working on, making sure that the people who have signed up for services, we were able to actually get those services to them in a timely fashion, which has been a part of the problem that we've had before. We have a wealth of experience and expertise from BTC over here, and we're working along on those systems to make sure we can get those people installed. In terms of other feedback, it's always a breath of fresh air to get positive feedback as well. And just sitting at the table with a few of the lovely folks there, they've already stated that the services that they have, it seems to be working extremely fine, and so we take the good with the bad.
A tornado touching down this weekend at the Treasure Key Airport over in Abaco. The tornado tossing some things around on the tarmac, resulting in some items slamming into the building and causing some superficial damage to the building. No one was injured during the freak weather system that may have been associated with a cold front coming in from the Florida area. College campus early yesterday morning after a fire erupted near the school. Reports say the blaze was contained to a building off from the school that was once used as the auditorium. Now, police say the blaze was confined to the storage room in the old auditorium at the back of the campus, and unconfirmed reports say vagrants were living in that building. Classrooms on the campus were not impacted by the fire, as quick action by the firefighters helped to bring the fire under control within minutes. Meantime, investigations are continuing. The murder trial of Barry and Sheena Johnson may be winding down in the Supreme Court. Today, one of the investigation officers took the stand. Italia Hall was there.
Police Sergeant 1843 Darrell Roll, attached to the Central Division, taking the witness stand shortly after 10 on Monday morning. Roll telling the court about his involvement in the investigation. Roll said that he sat in on an interview with 772 Sergeant Lorenzo Johnson conducted with the defendant Paul Belizaire. Roll said that Sergeant Johnson told Belizaire that he was suspected, along with others, of committing the murder of Barry and Sheena Johnson. Roll said during that interview, Belizaire said that he went to the residence that night to get the money, but Devon shot the two people. Roll said Sergeant Johnson then asked Belazaire if he would like to give a written statement under caution, and he replied yes. Johnson then filled out the form and gave it to Belazaire, who appeared to have read it and then initialed it. The witness said on the 18th of September he was a part of Belazaire's inquiry along with other officers. Belazaire directed the officers through a track road located in Holmes Rock, where he said they were dropped off. He then directed them to a home not too far from that area. Roll said Belazaire then pointed to the home and gave Sergeant Johnson certain information. Roll also identified his signature on the report. Prosecutor Erica Kemp then asked the witness if during Belazaire's interview or inquiry was any force used or if any threats or promises were made. Roll responded no and noted that he appeared to be normal. Attorney Jeffrey Farquharson, who represents Paul Belazaire, then asked Roll if he came to court to tell the truth. Roll replied yes. Farquharson noted that according to the written report on the interview, Belazaire said that he does not need to read the report, but he will sign it. The attorney then accused Roll of telling a lie to the court because Roll said that Belazaire read the report. Attorney Farquharson said that Roll and Sergeant Johnson had been planning to deceive the jury for 2 years, but Sergeant Roll countered by saying the accused cooperated fully with police and he appeared to have read the report before signing it. Farquharson again accused Roll of lying in his court. Justice Estelle Gray Evans then intervened and told Attorney Farquharson that it is not his court. Farquharson asked Sergeant Roll if he knew Alan Alsame, who was now turned Crown, and if he had ever arrested him. Roll said he knows Alsame, but he never arrested him. Farquharson then suggested that Roll knew Alsame from he was a teenager, but Roll replied no. Attorney Farquharson then told Roll that he was present and took part in abusing Paul Belazaire before the interview was conducted and before he went on his inquiry to force Belazaire to say what he did. Sergeant Roll denied any involvement in that and said that that did not happen in his presence. Now the morning session ended shortly before 1 p.m. The prosecution is expected to call one more witness in the trial before it comes to an end. Reporting for ZNS Network News, I'm Natalia Hall.
Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition continues in just a moment.